So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Rahu in the 10th house of your Dashamsha chart. As in, what happens when Rahu, the north node of the moon, is in the 10th house of your D10 Dashamsha, which is the chart kind of shows your work out in society. It's the obligation to society you have. It is the chart of the career of an individual. But it's pretty much the unraveling of the karmas. So you have Rahu in the 10th house. Here, Rahu is going to take personification of Shani, meaning Saturn. Without even knowing the sign, we don't need to know the sign. It could be in Sagittarius, it could be in Gemini, fine. But Rahu is going to take on the soul of Shani because it's the 10th house. Remember, from the sign of Aries, Saturn originally rules the 10th house. So the first thing we see here is that a person is going to take on the maximum responsibility within their career. Even if they do not want to, they'll be forced to take the maximum responsibility. And here, yes, this is a particular placement that a person will have to feel cheated through bosses, cheated through authorities. Meaning, a person can have promise of a promotion. A new company lures you in, showing all these different accolades that you will be achieving. And you do the work, but then they don't work out. They back away from those promises. Now, it's not a consistent thing, but it is a strong thing that occurs, especially when you will see even by transits like Ketu and Mars when they go over Rahu. Now, one thing, of course, if Saturn transits in the 10th of the Dashamsha, this is kind of like stepping stone for career. And of course, career is going to have to be manifested through foreign places, through faraway places. Even if you're in your own country, it is going to be somewhere far. So let's say if you're in India, you are in Chennai, okay? You're in Tamil Nadu. From Tamil Nadu, you may have to, let's say, go to Kashmir. You may have to, let's say, go to Shimla. You may have to be somewhere in Delhi to work. An opportunity ultimately comes through a faraway place. Now, of course, 10th house is also the house of recognition. Okay? It is a house of not fame, but it's the recognition of your work, the work that you have done. And here, a person is going to strive mainly in work to be recognized. See, with Rahu in the 10th, this is depending upon who listens to this video. Even if the person doesn't get promotion, but you give them praises, you feel them that they're recognized, they'll feel satisfied at work. Because remember, Rahu is the head, right? And it becomes extremely intelligent. One of the most intelligent planets out there. And here in the 10th house, its mouth is open. So, it is the head of the serpent. It's head of the serpent. So, serpent bites you from the mouth. Ketu represents the tail. This is why scorpions bite you from the tail. So, this is where you will see that a person would feel bitten in their workspace. But at the same time, they're always engulfing. No matter how much you feed Rahu, it wants more and more and more. And so this individual is looking, because 10th house is the most visible house. They want to be more and more and more visible. Like there's never satisfaction, no matter how much it's recognized. Like for example, somebody is a athlete or a celebrity, and they have dwindled in their fame. These are the situations with Rahu in the 10th where they will create controversy around themselves just so their name comes back into the news. into the new stocking cycles. Now, of course, once we see other planets surrounding Rahu, we can see if Rahu is being controlled or Rahu is going to control the planets. But here, a person needs to have a platform, a place where they can be recognized in order for them to kind of feel that achievements in their career. Now, if a person is going through Rahu Dasha, this is going to be fully active. It's going to be fully active. When some other Dasha is happening, this lust and this hunger for recognition of a title, it won't be there so much. But it is the inherent nature of their workspace. So in work, they naturally, subconsciously will look for that. But you will see is that because Rahu is in the 10th, the placement of Shani then becomes naturally very important in the Dashamsha. Just like if Rahu is in the 9th house, look for the placement of Jupiter. And see if Rahu is in the 10th, and if, let's say, Saturn is in the 1st. I mean, this is where you will definitely see a person will feel betrayed in their career. And it'll be a very strong sting where they were supposed to go for 50% plus promotion or something. And yet, instead of getting that, they even feel more humiliated. But there's going to be that burden of responsibility then. Okay. And again, because of Rahu in the 10th, you can't trust anybody's word at your work. See, Rahu is more about the head. It's about learning. It's about memorizing. So when somebody puts something in your head that I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that, it's being registered in Rahu, but it's not being registered on paper. And this is why Mercury becomes very important for the Dashamsha, because everything in your work has to be legally registered. It has to be given in writing. So the way to kind of overcome these, these mental gymnastics of Rahu, these games of Rahu, you need to always make sure that it has been written and given to you, whether even if it's a text or email. They have to somehow communicate through writing for those particular things to happen and take place. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Rahu in the 10th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. If you want to know where your Rahu is placed, along with all your astrological details, for that, check out the links here, KRSchannel.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.